Talk to you about movement. Some would call it exercise, but don't panic and scroll away yet. I'm going to walk you through why movement has been so hard to sustain and show you ways to make it much, much more enjoyable. And yes, I just said enjoyable and movement in the same sentence. Over my years of health coaching and working with hundreds of clients, notice common reoccurring themes that sneak up and steal our ability to maintain exercise. The first one is thinking that exercise is solely for weight loss. That's a lie that will steal your ability to continue exercise. The other common reason is the misconception that exercise should be a big thing that takes at least 45 to 60 minutes and makes you sweat and hurt. We're going to smack that down and turn exercise into something you enjoy or possibly almost like. Welcome back to Come Alive and Thrive with me, Karen Williams. I'm on a mission to inspire ordinary women to become future world changers by starting their own God-inspired business and getting healthier along the way. Let's get into today's topic. Buckle up. This is your great adventure. Welcome to the third episode of Survive to Thrive in 12 weeks. I'll talk to you about movement. Some would call it exercise, but don't panic and scroll away yet. I'm going to walk you through why movement has been so hard to sustain and show you ways to make it much, much more enjoyable. And yes, I just said enjoyable and movement in the same sentence. Over my years of health coaching and working with hundreds of clients, notice common reoccurring themes that sneak up and steal our ability to maintain exercise. The first one is thinking that exercise is solely for weight loss. That's a lie that will steal your ability to continue exercise. The other common reason is the misconception that exercise should be a big thing that takes at least 45 to 60 minutes and makes you sweat and hurt. We're going to smack that down and turn exercise into something you enjoy or possibly almost like. Okay, so let's start with the first lie about exercise. Studies have shown that when people exercise for weight loss only, they're less likely to sustain the exercise. In other words, when weight loss stops, they throw their hands in the air and say, well, why bother? I'm torturing myself for nothing. I know you've been there. We've all been there. These same studies suggest that when you have additional reason for exercise, you're more likely to sustain the exercise. The first thing I want you to do is replace the word exercise or even the word workout with the word movement. Our bodies were designed by God to need frequent movement, and our society is increasingly sedentary. You may be like me, stuck in front of a desk all day. It's not your fault. We all need work. But experts are now saying that, get this, sitting is the new smoking. So what does that mean? It means that a life without regular movement is killing our health. So starting today, you're going to start thinking of exercise as movement that your whole body needs in order to be healthy and live longer. Okay, here's some additional benefits of exercise that I want you to take with you. Understanding what I'm about to tell you is going to help you want to get up and move. It's going to help you sustain exercise program for the rest of your life. Are you ready? Okay. Regular movement will release feel-good hormones, which not only boost your mood, but makes overcoming stress eating much easier. Regular exercise makes it easier to make healthy eating choices. Regular movement improves your quantity and quality of sleep. And good sleep is directly related to weight loss. Poor sleep is directly related to weight retention. Regular movement has been shown to improve anxiety and depression. So if you have either of those, regular exercise should be part of your treatment plan. Okay, get this. Studies have shown that exercise makes us more efficient at work. A busy workday is a really good reason to squeeze in 20 minutes of movement because it will make you better at your job. Regular exercise has been shown in studies to reduce your chances of having dementia later in life. Listen, my lovely, you can stave off the development of Alzheimer's and dementia by becoming someone who engages in regular movement for the rest of your life. That's such a great reason to get up and move. Here's another reason. Exercise will lower your risk of cancer. Well oxygenated cells do not develop cancer. And getting our heart rate up moves oxygenated blood throughout our entire body. If you want to avoid cancer, move your butt, girl. Exercise improves your bone health and reduces chances of osteoporosis later in life. I know you aren't worried about osteoporosis now, but I watched my elderly mother break ribs by just bending over to get laundry out of the washing machine. Her osteoporosis also led to a broken back, which caused her a lot of pain later in life. We don't care about bone health until it's too late, so start caring now. Regular exercise significantly lowers your risk of heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. It also lowers blood sugar level and reverses insulin resistance. If you have prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, or you just don't want to get them, you need to be moving your body every single day. Okay, here's a really interesting one. Repeated studies have shown that you will live longer with less disability as you age when you become someone who engages in regular exercise. Research is finding that the higher your healthy muscle mass, the greater protection against all-cause mortality and morbidity. I can't think of a better reason to get up and move your rump. Those that have lower muscle mass have a lower rate of survival from nearly all diseases. Multiple studies have shown this. Exercise increases your survival rate against any disease. And lastly, autoimmune disorders are more prevalent in people who don't exercise. That might be because exercise lowers inflammation in the body. Girl, if that doesn't motivate you to take a walk, join a Zumba class, or just dance in your own kitchen, I don't know what will. Exercise is medicine for our bodies and minds. Now, getting started really is the hardest part. Going from sedentary to regular exercise is one of the hardest things we ask ourselves to do. So be kind to yourself when starting this new habit. It was actually Isaac Newton who first noticed the idea that going from sedentary to starting to exercise is super hard. He said it like this: an object that is at rest will tend to stay at rest. An object that is in motion will tend to stay in motion. If a famous scientist like Isaac Newton is noticing that it's hard to get up and start moving, you know the struggle is real. But it won't always be a struggle, I promise. Since getting started is the hardest part, I want you to remember the phrase, tiny is mighty. Start with small, achievable goals and work up from there as exercise gets easier. If you don't have a regular workout routine, try starting with small walks. Try 5 to 10-minute walks and then add time as walking gets easier. Struggling with walks? Then start with stretching. Stretching is an amazing element of exercise that's underappreciated. While watching your favorite TV show, lay on the floor and do some simple stretches. Worried you can't get up off the floor? No worries. You can stretch on the couch or while lying in bed. Stretching is guaranteed to make you feel better, and it's a great catalyst to other exercise modalities. The point is, girl, just get started. Okay, here's another concept that's powerful. It's called exercise snacks. These snacks are quick and easy ways to get up and move more. Here are some ideas. Find a parking space that's further away so you have to walk further. At home or at school, or work, use the bathroom on the second floor and take those stairs. Use the stairs instead of an elevator in a large building. Get up from your desk every hour and take a brief walk or do wall squats. Get a standing desk and use a walking pad while you work. Switch out your chair and sit on an exercise ball instead. It engages the core muscles and makes them stronger. Stretch your shoulders, neck, and upper back while you're sitting at your desk. This will reduce the pain known as tech neck. We get that one looking down at our phones. Spend 2 minutes using a hula hoop. I love this one. You'll get to strengthen your core, hips, and legs, and it's a great cardio workout, and it's fun. Makes me laugh. The point is start where you are. Ease into exercise and increase the duration and intensity over time. Every time your mind starts to talk you out of exercising, remind yourself, exercise is medicine for every part of your body, and you deserve to feel good. And then get up and get moving. If you're looking for more exercise tips, check out our episode called Bulletproof Plan for Staying Motivated to Exercise, where I walk you through ways to neurohack your motivation and make you unstoppable. You have only one beautiful life. What are you doing sitting around? It's time for you to come alive and start thriving. Okay, that's all for now. I bless you with a saltiness in your life that makes people around you thirsty for living water.